So you don't manifest what you want. Instead, you manifest what you already are. So today, we're going to explore one of Neville Goddard's keys to manifestation, and that is the power of your own identity, your own self-concept. Because until you change the story you tell about yourself, your reality cannot change. So first of all, what exactly do we mean when we talk about our identity or our self-concept? Well, Neville Goddard didn't use that specific phrase of self-concept very much, but it's very much at the core of his teachings. Your self-concept is really your internal identity, your beliefs about who you are, what you deserve, and how the world typically responds to you. So it's really all about these silent assumptions that are running beneath the surface. So one thing that Neville Goddard said was that you must be in the consciousness of being or having that which you seek. So it's not enough to just want love, to want success, to want health. You have to become the version of you who already lives that life. And think of the mindset and the ideas and the beliefs of someone who is already living that desired reality. So now, why is your self-concept so critical when it comes to manifestation? Well, that's because everything in your outer world reflects your own inner assumptions. So if your self-concept is a negative one, and you have ideas like, I'm never good enough, things never work out for me, I'm always the one left behind, then no matter what technique you use, your results will match that belief. I've seen this a lot in my own family. I grew up in a middle-class family, and there are a lot of limiting beliefs that people around me have about money and about success. And when I spend time with family, I often hear these things come up, these old limiting beliefs about what is expected, what is possible. But the fact is, whenever we choose to shift what we believe to be true, then reality will shift with it, no matter how much old negative programming we've had. So when you decide to make that conscious decision and shift to thoughts of abundance, like I am worthy, I am chosen, I'm living from the end, I am living my best life, then reality has no choice but to mirror that. Because again, here's the truth, you only receive what you believe you are. So now, how can you actually shift your own identity, your own self-concept? Well, here's how you can start shifting today. It's really simple, a few key steps. Number one, identify your current story. So what identity are you reinforcing daily, whether consciously or not? What are the predominant thoughts and beliefs you have in different areas of your life? When it comes to success, when it comes to money, when it comes to health, when it comes to relationships. What are the thoughts, the things running in the background that maybe you haven't always been aware of, but are always there? The expectations that you place on life. Now, number two, very simple, revise the story. So maybe there are areas of your life, let's say maybe your health, you go to the gym, you take care of yourself, you eat healthy, great. You're happy with where that is. But maybe in terms of finances, you don't have enough money, you're not making enough, and that's an area where you want to focus. Well, whichever area you want to focus in, apply this and start revising the story. Start revising your assumptions and what you believe to be true or possible. So Neville taught that revision changes not just how we remember the past, but how the future unfolds. So go back and rewrite some of those stories and change the story that you're telling yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. And now number three, throughout the day, catch yourself with those old beliefs and plant the new positive ones. Like, I am this new empowered version of myself. I am, powerful. I am wealthy. I am whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. Apply this to that situation and write down some I am affirmations that you can use throughout the day. And now number four, take a few moments every day to mentally rehearse living in that end state of already having what you want. So live from the version of you who already has this dream life that you want. Walk as that person, speak as that person, make decisions as that person. Remember what you're capable of and start living, not only with your thoughts, but your emotions in that end state of already having what you desire. So ultimately, shifting your self-concept, your identity, it's not just about this one-time affirmation and that's it. It's about consistency. It's about reviewing the story that you tell yourself and making little edits to it to change what you believe to be possible and likely for you. And that old identity will very likely try to pull you back, especially when maybe nothing is happening quite yet, or it's not happening as quickly as you would like. But don't let that define you. Don't let it pull you back. Because one thing that Neville said is, he said, remain faithful to your assumption, even when the evidence of your senses denies it. So again, this is all about living in that end state, regardless of our circumstances. Because again, it's not that old version of you who receives your desires and your manifestation. It's this new version, the one who already feels at home, living that life of success and abundance. So normalize that vision and start to just live it and think that way and feel the emotions until it becomes the only reality that you know. The truth is, you've always had this creative power within you, but you've likely, like many people, just forgotten that you have it. And when your self-concept and your identity finally aligns with what you want to manifest, then eventually the world has to reflect that back to you. You don't need to become someone else. You just have to remember who you are and then claim it today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.